Can you solve all these Class 1 Computer Chapter 6 starting and shutting down questions? Arta 501. Excellent choice. Second generation computers is right. RAM is. Great thinking. Random access memory is right. Usix. You're right. Third generation computers is correct. Trill plus V. Correct response. Paste is accurate. Alu means. Smart move. Arithmetic logic unit is accurate answer. Means. Nice selection. Hard drive is correct. Sipu means. You got it. Central processing unit fits. Laseed means. You chose liquid crystal display. Correct? ROM means. Well done. Read-only memory is right. US means. Correct. Universal serial bus is spot on. What is RAM? Strong choice. Random access memory is right. 8 bits equals. Right choice. A byte is best. 1 byte equal to dash. Perfect. 8 bits is the one. OS stands for. Valid point. Operating system is true. Pen drive is a. Exactly. Storage device makes sense. Who was Pokey? Good thinking. A silver unicorn is right. Keyboard is an. Excellent. Input device is well reasoned. Microsoft PC. Great job. Bill Gates is accurate. DVID stands for. Well reasoned. Digital video disc is correct. PIDA stands for. Right again. Personal digital assistant is valid. WITH stands for. Sharp thinking. Control unit is right. Stands for. Good job. World Wide Web works well. Which is larger? Nicely done. Gigabyte is solid. The internet is. Nice work. Interconnection of wands fits perfectly. What is the pew? Clear logic. Central processing unit is sound. Email stands for. Bravo. Electronic email is the answer. What is Windows? Smart pick. An operating system is correct. Output means the. On track. Final result is correct. GUI means. Solid response. Graphical user interface is valid. 1 bit can be dash. Well picked. Zoe is correct. Machines are dash. Smart move. Man-made things is accurate answer. Computer works on. Exactly. Hypocycle makes sense. Post is short for. Excellent choice. Power on self-test is right. Computer performs. You got it? Arithmetic and logical functions fits. 1 byte is equal to. Right choice. 8 bits is best. Windows is an dash. Excellent. Operating system is well reasoned. Select odd man out. Well picked. Chrome is correct. Choose the odd one. Smart pick. Outlook is correct. Up stands for dash. Solid response. Uninterruptible power supply is valid. CDR is also called. Perfect. Worm is the one. A witch-shaped mouse. Nice selection. Small is correct. CPU is system unit. Good job. True works well. Father of computing. Great job. Charles Babbage is accurate. Expand the term offer. Correct response. Optical character reader is accurate. All Macs are made by. Sharp thinking. Apple is right. A terabyte comprises. Well done, 1024 gigabyte is right. A computer can solve. Correct. Complex calculations is spot on. Find the odd one out. Clear logic. Printer is sound. Brain of the computer. Good thinking. CPU is right. Which means hardware. On track. Data reception unit is correct. How much is 1024 bytes? Bravo, kilobyte is the answer. What is the IPO cycle? Great thinking. Input process output is right. The full form of PC is? Valid point. Personal computer is true. Booting refers to dash. You're right. Switching on a computer is correct. What does a server do? Right again. Server is valid. What makes a computer? You chose input, storage, process, output. Correct. All CPUs use the dash. Nicely done. Fetch, decode, execute cycle is solid. Dash is the output device. Strong choice. Monitor is right. Data can be defined as. Nice work. Raw unprocessed information fits perfectly. Spyware is used to dash. Well reasoned. Steal data secretly is correct. Who invented computers? Right again. Charles Babbage is valid. IBM PCs were introduced. Clear logic. 1981 is sound. What is not a computer? Correct response. Radio is accurate. Basic parts of computer. Great thinking. Monitor, keyboard, mouse, CPU is right. What does LAN stand for? Bravo. Local area network is the answer. Random access, volatile. Nicely done. Main memory is solid. What is cloud computing? Good thinking. Internet-based data and resources is right. First calculating device. Sharp thinking. Abacus is right. Internet is a network of. You got it. Computers around the world fits. The term CPU stands for. You chose Central Processing Unit. Correct? What was first computer? Excellent choice. ENIAC is right. Keyboard is dash device. Good job. And input works well. First mechanical computer. Well done. None is right. What does DIMM stand for? Exactly. Dual inline memory module makes sense. Example of output devices. Nice selection. Headphones is correct. Android is a type of dash. Nice work. Operating system fits perfectly. Working on data is called well-reasoned. Processing is correct. Monitor is a dash device. Smart move. Output is accurate answer. A computer saves our dash. Valid point. Time is true. First computer programmer. Great job. Ada Lovelace is accurate. RAM is non-volatile memory. Strong choice. False is right. We do online shopping from. You're right, www.amazon.com is correct. How many bits in 1 byte? On track. 8 is correct. A computer works very dash. Well picked. Very fast is correct. Large non-volatile storage. Smart pick. Secondary memory is correct. Icons are dash on desktop. Right choice. Small pictures is best. Fortnite is an example of. Excellent. Software is well-reasoned. A PC and Mac are known as. Correct. Personal computers is spot on. The meaning of switch off? Perfect. Turn off is the one. Example of an input device. Solid response. Light pen is valid. World Down Syndrome Day is. Nice work. 2103 fits perfectly. What is the meaning of CPU? Smart move. Central processing unit is accurate answer. Main chip in the computer. Valid point. CPU is true. Who devised Napier's bones? Well done. John Napier is right. Choose the correct spelling. Bravo. Rectangle is the answer. Param is an example of dash. You got it. Supercomputers fits. Microsoft Word is used for. Good job. Typing works well. Identify the search engine. Great thinking. Google is right. What does the taskbar show? Great job. Applications you are using is accurate. Do not play with any wires. Clear logic. True is sound. A computer never makes dash. Well picked. Mistakes is correct. First mechanical calculator. Excellent. Pascaline is well reasoned. Switches in early computers. Nicely done. Mechanical relays is solid. Enter key is also called as. Exactly. Return key makes sense. Dash mouse uses laser light. Solid response. Laser mouse is valid. Every file must have a dash. Right again. File name is valid. Device used to record sound. Smart pick. Microphone is correct. Dash taught Will the rules. On track. Sean is correct. A monitor looks like a dash. Nice selection. Television is correct. Do computers have batteries? Perfect. Yes is the one. When was Pascaline invented? You're right. 1642 is correct. We receive information from. Excellent choice. Newspaper is right. The acronym BIO stands for. Well reasoned. Basic input-output system is correct. The desktop holds many small. Caricons is spot on. The expansion of RAM is dash. Right choice. Random access memory is best. All keyword in Python are in. Strong choice. Both uppercase and lowercase is right. Informatics is the study of. Sharp thinking. Information processing and management is right. Microprocessors were used in. You chose fourth generation computer. Correct. Linux kernel was founded by. Good thinking. Linus Torvalds is right. What does booting up mean? Correct response. Starting up the computer is accurate. It is also called return key. Valid point. Enter key is true. A printer is known as a dash. Right again. Output device is valid. Screen, speakers, and printer. Smart move. Examples of outputs is accurate answer. Witches is not multitasking. Great job. Of the is accurate. Keys that used to move cursor. Nice selection. Arrow keys is correct. You can arrange the tiles by. On track, dragging and dropping is correct. Dash are the control buttons. You got it? Both fits? Binary code consists of what? Nice work. Ones and zeros fits perfectly. Computers work at slow speeds. Excellent. False is well reasoned. Information is stored in dash. Strong choice. Memory is right. In the word ACT I stands for. Right choice. Information is best. Which button closes a window? Correct. Close button is spot on. Who invent difference engine? Well done. Charles Babbage is right. We should run in computer lab. You chose false. Correct. What does the recycle bin do? Exactly. Temporarily holds deleted files. Makes sense. What does the PC stand for? Smart pick. Personal computer is correct. Which one is a search engine? Bravo. Yahoo is the answer. What did Grace Hopper invent? Good job. A computer language works well. Processed data is called dash. Clear logic. Output is sound. The acronym for PC stands for. You're right. Personal computer is correct. To switch off is the same as. Great thinking. Power off is right. A scanner is known as a dash. Sharp thinking. Input device is right. Examples of language processor. Well picked. Compiler is correct. Inventor of tabulating machine. Perfect. Herman Hollerith is the one. We can touch and feel the dash. Good thinking. Hardware is right. We should dash think stepwise. Solid response. Always is valid. What does the taskbar contain? Correct response. Start menu and icons is accurate. First general purpose computer. Nicely done. Analytical engine is solid. What is another name for spam? Excellent choice. Junk mail is right. A computer has dash main parts. Well reasoned. 4 is correct. 5th generation computer used. On track. Artificial intelligence is correct. The brain of the computer dash. Well done. Central processing unit is right. Who is the father of computer? Sharp thinking. Charles Babbage is right. Icons are shown on the desktop. Exactly. True makes sense. Paul Allen was worth how much? Solid response. 8 billion is valid. Computer work systems include. Right again. Input proses, output is valid. What is the use of a keyboard? Great job. To type text is accurate. A computer works on dash cycle. Good thinking. IPO is right. What is the full form of SRAM? You're right. Static random access memory is correct. It has decision-making ability. You got it. Expert system fits. A monitor is also known as dash. Strong choice. The Moo is right. What do you use headphones for? Smart pick. Listen to music is correct. We enter dash into the computer. Clear logic. Data is sound. We can play dash on a computer. Bravo. Games is the answer. A dash is made up of 8 bits. Excellent choice. Byte is right. What is Git primarily used for? Good job. Version control works well. Tests that detect Down syndrome. Great thinking. Both is right. What is an example of hardware? Nice selection. Mouse and computer case is correct. The dash to also display the time. Perfect. Taskbar is the one. Blaise Pascal invented the dash. Nice work. Pascaline fits perfectly. Electronic switch built in 1947. You chose transistor. Correct. MISWord is an example of dash. Excellent. Application software is well reasoned. To keep dust away from computer. Valid point. Cover it is true. All computers store information. Well picked. True is correct. 2nd generation computers used. Well reasoned. Transistors is correct. Do not dash in the computer room. Correct response. Run is accurate. Name one early computing device. Right choice. All of the above is best. What are gadgets on the desktop? Nicely done. Mini programs is solid. A computer does not have a dash. Smart move. A Q is accurate answer. Which button minimizes a window? Correct. Minimize button is spot on.
What provides short-term memory?
Good thinking. RAM is right.
India's first supercomputer is? Solid response. Param is valid.
Computers have electronic parts.
You chose true.
Correct.
You can touch computer software.
Right choice. False is best.
One of the applications of it is? You got it. Travel fits. What did James Gosling invented?
Smart move. Java language is accurate answer.
Which structure is used by Unix?
Great thinking. Monolithic structure is right.
Select the smallest memory size.
Good job. Kilobyte works well.
What is the function of a mouse? Sharp thinking. To point and click is right. Computers cannot be used to dash.
Well done. Change diaper is right.
The KidPix program is a type of?
Clear logic. Software is sound.
What is the function of the CPU?
Exactly. Carries out instructions makes sense.
Software is mainly of dash types.
Nice selection. 2 is correct.
Names types of operating system.
You're right. All of the above is correct. The CPU speed of the computer is? Smart pick 3.6 is correct. Down syndrome is also called DASH. Strong choice. Trisomy 21 is right.
What magazine announced the chip?
Bravo. Popular Mechanics is the answer.
What does the term ROM stand for?
Nice work. Read-only memory fits perfectly.
What is the logo of Linux called?
Correct response. A penguin is accurate.
Mouse has dash buttons or clicks.
Valid point. 2 is true.
When was the first laptop invented?
Great job. 1982 is accurate.
What does the status bar provide?
Correct. Information about the task is spot on.
BIOS is a part of which function?
Perfect. Boot process is the one.
A valid username is used for dash.
Well picked. User identification is correct. What is the recycle bin used for? On track. Holding deleted files temporarily is correct.
I try to keep the processor cool.
Right again. Heat sink is valid.
Most common type of starter motor?
Nicely done. Perengaged is solid.
Dash means to calculate or count.
Excellent. Compute is well reasoned. Microsoft provides which all apps? Well reasoned. All of these is correct.
One drawback of a desktop is dash.
Excellent choice. Less portable is right.
What are system errors caused by?
Great job. Malfunctioning hardware components is accurate.
Hardware attached to the computer.
Correct. Peripheral is spot on. The control unit works like a dash. Smart move. Traffic policeman is accurate answer.
Who invent PC?
Clear logic. Conrad's use is sound.
What does the BIOS chip stand for?
Good thinking. Basic input-output system is right.
Which one is not an output device?
Right again. Keyboard is valid.
First supercomputer made in India.
Well picked. Param 8000 is correct.
Phishing is a method used for Dash.
Right choice. Stealing information is best.
A list of steps to complete a task.
Bravo. Algorithm is the answer.
Embedded computers are very small.
Good job. True works well.
A folder contains one or more Dash.
You're right. Files is correct.
What draws heat away from the CPU?
Well reasoned. Heatsink is correct.
Dash is another word for a screen.
You chose monitor? Correct.
Where is the start button located?
You got it. Bottom left fits.
Dash language uses mnemonic codes.
Correct response. Assembly is accurate.
Which one is an output peripheral?
Excellent choice. Headphones is right.
Which was the first storage device?
Perfect. Magnetic tape is the one.
Dash killed Uncle Mark's murderer?
Great thinking. Will and Sean's dad is right. What kind of device is a keyboard? Well done. Input device is right.
And Dash is used to withdraw money.
Strong choice. ATM is right.
This type of computer can be worn.
Exactly. Wearable makes sense.
Who developed the Python language?
Solid response. Guido van Rossum is valid.
How many bits are there in a byte?
Nice selection. 8 is correct.
In which year Google was released?
2008 fits perfectly.
Step 2 in shutting down a computer.
Sharp thinking. Select the shutdown option is right.
Which was the first CPU ever made?
Valid point. Intel 4004 is true.
Which one is not a storage device?
Smart pick. Printer is correct.
Choose an example of output device.
Nicely done. Speaker is solid.
This is the brain of the computer. On track.
CPU is correct.
PCs use the Dash operating system.
Excellent. Microsoft Windows is well reasoned.
What is the smallest data capacity?
Solid response.
Bit is valid.
Which type of memory is a pen drive?
Good thinking. Secondary memory is right.
What gives a computer instructions?
Right again. Code is valid.
One keystroke is equal to 1 byte.
You're right. True is correct.
Always keep the mouse on mouse pad.
Excellent choice. True is right.
Dash stores information temporarily.
Sharp thinking. RAM is right.
Dash is an example of output device.
Well reasoned. Monitor is correct.
What does the power supply unit do?
Nicely done. Converts mains electricity is solid.
which is the brain of a computer is.
Excellent. CPU is well reasoned.
Dash is used for doing calculations.
Great thinking. Calculator is right.
Records on magnetic tape are stored.
Nice selection. Sequentially is correct. Abacus was invented by the Chinese.
Strong choice. True is right. Name 2 popular operating systems.
Bravo. Windows, Linux is the answer.
Used to type data into the computer.
On track. Keyboard is correct.
What is the expansion of phi sums?
Smart pick. For your information is correct.
Which is meant by guy in computers?
Smart move. Graph user interface is accurate answer.
Dash consists of icons and taskbar.
Great job. Desktop is accurate.
Dash is used to store deleted files.
Clear logic. Recycle bin is sound. A small arrow seen on the screen is. You got it. Mouse pointer fits.
Minicomputers are first developed by.
Good job. IBM Corporation works well.
We use it to move around the screen.
Right choice. Most is best.
Machine language is a dash language. Well picked. First generation is correct.
Another word for a computer's CPU is.
You chose processor. Correct.
Which computer is the most powerful?
Nice work. Supercomputers fits perfectly.
What does stand for in an email?
Valid point. At is true.
Dash is an example of ebook reader.
Well done. Kindle is right. What does the date and time display?
Correct. On the taskbar is spot on.
What is the oldest computing device?
Perfect. Abacus is the one.
The largest network in the world is. Correct response. Internet is accurate. Dash is an example of storage device. Exactly. CD makes sense.
All are examples of hardware, except.
On track. CorelDRAW is correct.
What is a flash drive an example of?
Smart move. Storage device is accurate answer.
Dash is loaded at power up or reboot. Nicely done. Bootstrap program is solid. What comes after the welcome screen?
Bravo. Desktop screen is the answer.
What is a way you can use a computer?
Sharp thinking. All of the above is right.
Which of these is not a feature guy?
Well done. Typed command is right.
A dash is hand-held pointing device.
Exactly. Most makes sense.
What was the first computer invented?
Perfect. The abacus is the one.
What number system do computers use?
Good thinking. Binary is right.
Dash means to switch off the computer. Nice selection. To shut down is correct.
The fastest supercomputer nowadays is.
Great job. Sunway Taihu is accurate.
The dash monitor consumes least power.
Nice work. LED fits perfectly. What numbers do computers operate on? smart pick. Binary is correct. We should keep the password a secret. Excellent. True is well reasoned.
What was the first computer language?
Correct response. Cobalt is accurate.
What color did the kitten have to be?
Clear logic. Black is sound. RAM is your system's long-term memory. Right choice. False is best. What does the notification area show?
Well picked. Internet connection status is correct. Which is the first calculating device? Right again. Abacus is valid.
Which is the largest type of network? You got it. Wide area network fits.
Dash operating system is free of cost.
Well reasoned. Linux is correct. A computer program is a piece of dash. Good job. Software works well.
Making changes on a document means too.
Excellent choice. Edit is right. Choose a hardware from the following.
Valid point. Printer is true. What are personal computers used for?
Great thinking. Workstation is right. Dash is same as your study tabletop.
You're right. Desktop is correct.
Identify that does not need internet. Solid response. Making a phone call is valid.
Icons, menus, and windows are part of.
Correct. Graphical user interface is spot on. Desktop icons are also called as dash. Strong choice. Shortcuts is right.
Holds information for us to use later.
You chose storage device. Correct.
How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format?
Good job. Contact Narayan Chengder on Facebook works well.